And you have to stand up, guys. You have to stand up and be counted, because this is a dire time for our nation, and it needs your help. And if we allow now these traitors, these evil forces to take back control of our country, we're doomed. And it will be a very, very sad thing. Very, very sad thing indeed. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري وختم بلساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum. Just I thought very quick content on this fire at the Secretariats. I know there has been it's kind of obvious for even a child, yeah, to come to a conclusion that this is not a natural fire. Yeah, you just look at the spots, just selective spots. Fire started at the same time. A truck comes and kills the firefighter, and you let the document burn. Yeah, so it is very, kind of premeditated. It's obvious even to a child. So, but of course, state line will be, we'll do an investigation, we'll find out, and it will happen. And my gut feeling, 99% certain that there's a purpose behind it, of course, to get rid of evidence. But I also think that because the whole Secretariat is full of Kuttalik. It's full of Kuttalik and traitors. Yeah? The place is full of it. Okay? So I'll be very surprised that they had all this time and they didn't do anything. Yeah? I'm pretty sure they pretty much destroyed what they wanted to destroy all this time. They had plenty of opportunities. So I wouldn't think they would need a fire for that, unless they're desperate. Yeah, that the state machinery perhaps had some sort of control, and that was the only way they could sabotage it, and they probably did it. Again, it's all a speculation and conspiracy at the moment until government comes and reliably informs people what is going on. Okay, but it's kind of obvious what has happened. Now, what is more worrying thing for me is these events. We have all foreseen this. We've been talking about it since July. Yeah, we know this is going to happen, and more of it is going to happen, and more serious disturbances are going to take place. This is what the Kuttalik is going to do. The Raw and the Kuttalik, they're going to do everything they can. The worst things are to come. I am 100% sure about that. Yeah, but where I'm really, really worried is this. I shouldn't say that. I think it's a very difficult job for Dr. Yunus and his government. Extremely difficult job. You're running a country, yeah, and when so much of it is just dysfunctional, corrupt, and against you, yeah, the wave is against you all the time. I mean, you got to have some sort of sympathy for him. It's going to be very tough for him. I really don't envy him, you know. So that is my worry, that they're pushing the country towards an anarchy. And look, I went to Bangladesh recently. There is no traffic police to be seen, no police to be seen, or anything to be seen anywhere. I'm really shocked that the country is still running. That shows Bengalis are not as bad as people make them out to be, because otherwise there'll be anarchy right now in Bangladesh. The country is still running. Probably half, you don't even have half the defense force, half the police force. Armies pretty much dealing with how many armies we have? Very little. They're dealing with everything. Answers are not called in. So I don't know. I think in a way we are very fortunate. And another way I'm thinking, you know what, how? I mean, it makes one very worried, because we don't want Dr. Yunus's government to fail now. This is why I think my request will be, because all these thugs, all these bastards will just keep talking about election. These thugs don't understand that this enemy is not going anywhere unless the enemies are within you. If the Kutta League is not joined the BNP, if you are the enemy of the state, then of course there is a perfect justification for it. Otherwise, there is no justification. Our primary job is now to get hold of the security of the country, security of our nation, sovereignty of our nation. And how are we going to do that? So yeah, I think genuinely it makes me very worried. And again, the government does not give me any confidence. This is what I'm really worried, that what if the whole agenda is for the army to take back control of the country, yeah? And then if that happens, we know exactly what, because everything is full of Kutta League and their agents, yeah? So then what will happen? You will have, of course, Kutta League is so unpopular, yeah? So it could be that Kutta League will come with the shape of BNP, and they will probably come to power, yeah? And we're back to square one. We're back to square one. And nothing has happened in the country. And that serves the interest of the West, because nobody wants. Remember, West doesn't want good for Bangladesh. They don't want it. India doesn't want it. So it serves the agenda of the West. It serves the agenda of India. They want Bangladesh to be a failed state. Yeah, it has been a failed state in my view all these years, 50 years. Yeah, there is no democracy. There's corruption everywhere, and they want it to continue like that. Status quo, so everybody benefits. Who benefits? India benefits, yeah? And now, this is, for me, that's my fear, okay? So the issue comes then, look, all these people has given their life, yeah? We don't want this revolution to happen again, these killings to happen again. So how do you stop it? I will say, man, I will urge the students, please guys, look, you're gonna die anyway, yeah? They're gonna kill you. They are gonna kill you, they're gonna destroy you. Not only the students, all the freedom-loving people who love their nation, they will destroy you. You say Kutta League, you say BNP, it is all this mafia, they will kill you anyway. I will say, guys, unite, get people, every part of the country. You have to unite. You have to set up your organization in every part of the country. Yeah, and this is where I think that if I wish there was an intelligence, special intelligence, as part of Dr. Yunus's government, where they build this student army of students, build them up into every single, not only just students, also the free people. They are not associated BNP or Army League, just ordinary people. build them in as a part of the infrastructure and build this nation. Yeah? And then so that if people are with you, look how many of these Kutta League or BNP agents we have. Not a lot. To tackle this, we want millions of us, millions of free-thinking people unite with the cause that we are not going to allow any traitors or any such people to destroy this nation ever again. And if you are united, we are prepared to give our life. If needs be, we can protect our freedom. But this time, we have to protect it. You can see the cloud is there already. Yeah, the cloud is already there. Yeah, is there, and the tsunami, the storm is coming. Storm is coming. We had many storms, and it's just not the tsunami. When the tsunami is going to hit, now are we prepared? We have to be prepared. So I call all the students. Look, guys, throw your differences in. Just throw your differences. Unite, just the way you are fighting. Yeah, the butcher of Bengal. You have to unite again. Okay, so just all the student wing of the BNP with the Jamaat, with the Shibit, with all the student wings, because I know the students, they can think bipartisan. They can think differently. Yeah, so you need to unite again to defend your nation, because this fire, I do not know whether they're capable of doing a proper investigation. Yeah, and the way they're fighting the fire, it took them so many hours. It shows how pathetic it is. It's just like there should be a fire security in this building. This is the most important building in the country. So yeah, it's just like it's a joke. It's a joke, but we are where we are. We're a poor nation, yeah, and corrupt nation. We are where we are. There's nothing more we could do. But I think worst thing here, of course, is I hope worst thing is to destroy some evidence. Yeah. So I don't think we need evidence for this convicted fuckers. We don't. We know they're convict, and I know Bengalis will one day drag them on the street if they're found in Bangladesh. Yeah, so I'm not really too worried about that. Where I am more worried is, what if this is a part of a bigger plot? Yeah, that can destroy our freedom, and I'm really genuinely worried. And I really hope that the student can join again and become a force. Because BNP is against them, and Kutta League is coming within BNP. So you can see they are all now, to me, they're all the same. They're all the same. So people within BNP who are good, it's time to show your hands. It's time to show your hands. Are you pro-independence or are you against independence? Yeah. If you love your nation, you have to come in public and you say, like, sister, what's her name? Rumena? Is it Rumena? I like her a great deal. I think she's free thinking. Yeah. So there are plenty of people like her in BNP. And you have to stand up, guys. You have to stand up and be counted. Because this is a dire time for our nation. And it needs your help. And if we allow now these traitors, these evil forces to take back control of our country, we're doomed. And it will be a very, very sad thing. Very, very sad thing indeed. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much.